I'm a little hungover.
Sometimes you gotta take the initiative.
I'm more drunk than hungover.
I just love how that one is cut though. Like, this was gonna be a piece of cake, and it's got like just the perfect music in the background, and then just like this random piece of cake.
And it just cuts off. It's just so intense. This like stationary piece of cake in the middle of a fucking forest. It's so. It's
Why
just
am I
like
here?
this stupid joke.
Is the
But I
real
love it.
question.
Mungo
Why
baby.
the fuck am I here? This isn't the last place I was.
This like
Just that
broken
face.
English like Japanese woman trying to sing "Fly Me to the Moon." Japanese people love "Fly Me to the Moon." I don't know why. It's in Bayonetta. It's in Evangelion. I hate it when white people call it Jellion. Evangelion.
I know we're just starting, but I gotta think what's called.
Okay.
Evangelion. You jelly? I'm gonna start moving in a second.
Somebody say cringe. I heard. I thought
Sorry,
I
what?
heard Cringe. I'm just reading comments.
Oh.
E3 stream.
Excuse me. Sorry, what? E3? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
E3. I think like E3's like on right now.
E3. Oh. More like not for me. Oh, sorry. I burned him.
I got him with a burn.
Ouch. I hit him. I hit him with a sick burn.
Don't read comments, Merc.
Feel the burn.
I will. Sorry. Oops. Fly me to the moon and then da 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 da.
Oh. No, I know. What are you talking about? Of course I know E3 exists. I just, like, don't give a shit and would rather watch somebody's blooper reel after the fact. I would rather just watch embarrassing moment compilations than watch the actual... Like,
No.
why would I care how the fuck it's presented? All I care about is, like, the news that comes out of it after the fact, and I can just read that in an article. What would I get from watching E3? Nothing. Nothing!
E3's fucking retarded. It's like, it's just a bunch of
It's
people, like, developers waving their dicks in the air and going, look how much money I spent on this. That's
I
it.
think that's an... Yeah,
Seriously?
whatever.
Look how much money I spent on this.
Alright. Let's get right into the news!
Twist ending? It was actually
Still alive.
Burana Wu was on stage the entire time.
Oof. Follow hype. Thanks, Elliot. I guess.
Look how much I spent on this.
He doesn't say news, he says news. That's the most worrisome part. Okay. Something about adjust the car.
So,
I read
how far are we?
So
Like, to
I've
the
been
first
okay.
level.
Well, I'll show you.
It's been like a month since I've been here.
I
so,
know, but I didn't. We've played this like maybe twice since you've been here.
Oh,
we're
I
we're
gotcha.
also on vacation for 2 weeks and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
true.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah, we. I think we played this like twice. But yeah, let's. I've did a couple of the loyalty missions. We have Thane. Is his
Oh
name?
yeah, Thane, dude, like
He's pretty cool.
would fuck 100%.
Yeah, me too. Except I'm
No.
loyal to my man Garrus. So.
See, like,
Well, he can come too.
the one girl in here that's, like, really fuckable for me is, like...
Yauman?
Turns
Chambers?
Out, shut up. Chambers, yes.
They're the same person. That's her name.
Yeah, whatever.
I love how I'm a guest on the show.
What
Yeah.
did the news mods do? They decided that they liked Islam
Oh,
more
God.
than they like gay people, and that's all I can really say about it. They decided that the sensitivities of Islam and bigoted religious views were more important than information on donating blood and saving lives for literally the most disastrous shooting on American soil ever, and I hate them. So that's all I really want to say about it. Where do I go? Oh, here we are.
I know, man, but you're running out of fuel. You're running out
Oh
of
wait,
fuel,
there's
man.
an iridium-rich planet over here.
You're running out of fuel.
Ah!
Somebody asked, Hey, Mark, Adam, and other Adam, do you play as a sort of heavy armor, beating the shit out of people type, or do you like to sneak around and slit people's throats and shitting?
I don't know.
I'm a heavy armor kind of guy.
Yeah, me too. I like stealth, but
In like
I'm
in
crawl
a
in the
video
corner and hide
game,
and
in a video
kill
game, I'm
kinda guy.
a heavy armor type, but in real life, I'm like a ninja.
How
So
the fuck am I so
I'm
low
kind of
on
more like the
element
rogue
zero?
class. So it kind of depends on, what we're talking about.
yeah,
I can Sorry.
I'm definitely like a sneaky type in real life. Like I have a ski mask and gloves
You're
and
a
duct tape.
scumfuck.
I
Betray
have a
everybody
rape
around
kit.
you.
You're also a rat
Um,
in real life.
I'm just gonna go back to that subject. People are still talking about it. It would be one thing if they were literally just censoring comments that were blaming all Muslims for the shooting or blaming Islam as a whole for a shooting, but they were literally censoring the entire story because the shooter was Muslim. There's a big fucking difference there. There's a big fucking difference, and you are disgusting fucking people. You are absolutely disgusting, our nudes mods. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I never get offended. I never get offended, but I'm so fucking offended at this whole charade. And then for them to turn around and say that people were insensitive to the victims for now talking about censorship instead of the actual news event. Fuck you. People were trying to talk about the event, and you actively were preventing it from happening, you scum fucks. Trying to turn it around and pretend like you weren't the ones that shifted the conversation. Fuck you.
it's almost as
I
if
hate
Reddit
them.
is a bad site. For
It's almost as if,
bad
like,
people.
really shitty people wind up getting into moderation positions all throughout life. You know, fucking manager
Me?
at Target type of person.
Sorry. I feel
Fucking-
like
I haven't done anything with my life, so I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be assistant manager at some shitty customer service place type of person. I know I'm stereotyping a little.
somebody said, "I'm gonna stop being mean to you and leave you alone, just like your dad did."
Oh.
Man, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tigran. Woo! Some fuel.
I like that. Like, there's a pro bullying, like thing with my streams where it's just like,
Mark is a bully.
no, I'm
A
not.
literal, actual bully.
You killed him.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Let's go find Jacob's dad.
Wow.
It's true! It's what the game is doing.
It must be way harder to find them in space too. You know, everything's black.
Yeah, how am I gonna find the 7-Eleven?
We should climb Jacob's ladder.
In space. Oh yeah, Jacob's up here. I bet you'd like to, wouldn't you?
Ah!
Ah!
Oh, dude. Sticks and stones may break this guy's bonds.
Tigran. All the bonds. You're going towards the sun! Ah! Joker, you killed us all.
Joker.
I like how we're eating butter-flavored corn chips, which is literally
Made
just
out of
popcorn.
popcorn. but I guess like modified
God,
enough
sir.
so that there's no real fiber anymore. Sweet. Oh, sick. Let's do it.
Slam.
Get out of there, healthy fibers.
But there's mostly
Get out of my
sleep
body.
seed. The thing I like about Mass Effect is
The butts. I'm eating a grapefruit. if
what is
anybody's
there to
wondering.
like about Mass Effect? Oh my god.
Oh,
I know there's something. There's something there, I'm sure.
What about Mass Effect 3?
Oh, that's my favorite one.
mm.
Or you meant Mass Effect in general?
I like the ending. It's a...
Don't talk about
Wait, have you never
Spoiler.
finished them?
No, he has. He just
Hey,
doesn't want to spoil it.
Cinephile Maniac,
Oh.
why you want to probe my butt? What do I want?
It was kind
I'll
of
probably
hard.
bet.
It was kind of hard, like, not to know about the endings back in the day,
Ah.
though.
Yeah, that's true. That was like one of the biggest like video game shitstorms.
It really was. Yeah, fuck you, Jacob. I don't give a shit. Woo! Find my daddy.
Wow, just like my dad living it up in Cuba. Oh. Yeah, bye, Dad. No, it's
Oh man, this place is gorgeous.
It'd be sad if my dad actually ever heard that. He's like, "What? Why are you mad at me?" like,
My dad.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs.
Oh
There
my
may
god.
be useful technology or information.
I say a lot of horrible shit
I know.
in the streams, and like half the time I'm not even being serious. But like, if people I knew actually heard some of that shit, they'd probably actually be upset.
Let's just ignore it.
So
Just
Pat,
pretend that the people that we're talking to on the other side of this series of tubes aren't actually real people and will never face real life consequences for all the horrible things we say.
Yeah.
You mean we're talking to real people right now?
Ah!
but how do we know they're real? I know I'm alive, but how do I know any of you
I
are
don't know how
alive?
I'm alive right now.
I extend you a courtesy by saying yes and be nice to you.
How can our eyes be real if mirrors aren't real?
These are the important questions.
I wonder what he actually meant by that. Like, I'd like to hear him sit down and not in the.
He's a fucking
restriction-
pseudo-intellectual.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I'd like to hear him go
I think
off.
I can imagine what he tried
not
to
in
say.
a limited character amount.
Ugh.
By acting captain Ronald
I hate that
He was
this
just acting. Ow.
was first officer.
Oh.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command.
Taylor.
Flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation.
I am not
protocol.
paying
Let's go, I
attention
don't give a
at
shit.
all.
Let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years.
Ugh.
Maybe that neural decay affected him. It must.
The
Mark,
bacon.
are you pregnant or fat?
Oh, fat.
Oh. Really?
PH fat. Why pregnant?
Shit. Why dead? Just so I could abort the baby.
From the sky?
Oh.
The leader said
Gross.
someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power.
Ugh. Latter-day Saints. Let's leave.
They will have seen your
Oh,
star.
man.
They will not let you help him.
This
Who
is
are you? What
amazing.
was your rank on the Gurn's back?
I can't think.
Good.
The leader thinks for us.
Just
and
the
we
way
serve.
I want
So-
you.
You don't
so we
need
can
to
go
think.
home. But
When they're religious and like their mind is just Play-Doh, that's the best kind of woman.
he exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Oh,
No.
what? You?
I let this happen.
How's that a renegade choice? You know, like
No, that was a Paragon choice. It was blue.
you.
When it's red, it's Renegade. When it's blue, it's Paragon. That would have been a helpful choice. But I decided that she was suffering enough already. So
She was mentally unstable, clearly. But is it your choice to play God, Adam? To take?
yes. Ah! Ah! Your head's on fire.
Oh.
I shot you in the fucking head and you're not dead. Here's a different weapon.
You ever
Hey,
get that
we
where you
gotta
like
eat
reach
quick.
for a chip, but then you can't quite grab it, so then you reach for another chip, and you also cannot grab that one?
And you think to yourself, like what have I become?
Yeah.
Like I used to be better than this.
I used to be able to grab the chip.
Oh, that's Jacob.
There's so many things
Some
that I could do as a
loyalty.
kid that I can't do now, and that kind of depresses me.
Get away with rape?
Yeah.
Pretty much. If you're the kid, then you're always the rapee.
The worst part about being like going to school as an adult is like your teacher probably won't fuck you anymore.
I know. It's awful. Every time I go to school as an adult.
A single
I
tear.
should have pulled out the crickets.
That's true.
Oh, Scrub Hive. Who did it?
Father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Besser.
My father
Those
wouldn't
are
do this. Oh yeah,
cool. Thank
did
you
your
very
father
much.
ever like? Does he typically not leave home on a moment's notice? Go, I'm gonna get some cigarettes. Yeah, I bet you know your father pretty well. What?
Is there a bridge under the ship?
Sub hype.
I did it.
I don't know. I will never know.
feel awful.
Some say Mark was still searching. to this
Drinking
day.
should never be a contest.
strip for parts.
You should never. You should never drink.
Don't ever say that after the fact. That's like, man, poison is a bad choice. Like,
Settlement. They better be friendlier than the beach crew.
Hey.
I need answers.
I'm just saying. I hate constantly hearing people complain about being drunk or hungover and feeling the after effects of like some narcotic or something.
I'm sorry, Mark. I apologize for making you feel this
I'm
way.
never gonna drink again.
I never said that.
I know, but that's like that typical.
I'm not that stupid.
I know.
Is this an earlier stage, or did the exile make the others violent?
Either way, such a clear gender divide seems odd.
It doesn't matter right now.
Hashtag
One of these people must know what my
feminism.
father has to do with
What? A
this.
gender divide. Actually, what happened is they went through a time warp, and this is like Earth in 20 years, and this SJWs took over, and now there's like we've we've
Cursed with his face.
regressed.
Are you talking about what's on screen?
Yes.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
Again, I'm like not paying attention.
My father forced the crew to
My
eat fast.
fan.
I just keep eating these chips. They're just so good.
They are pretty good.
Should we do like a shameless plug? Yo,
Yes,
popcorners.
popcorners.
Pick them up at your local Costco.
Oh man. Ooh, these chips.
Won't punish him.
What?
The hunters will.
He is
Duh.
bad.
Okay.
He is
Bad.
face.
Bah, bah, bah.
Him. You'll hurt me.
Adam, why is Mark always on your stream?
I don't
Um,
even know anymore. Oh.
because I feel bad for him.
Oh my god, this game is making you defend women. This isn't like opposite of empowerment.
Sorry. Oh, really? I'm gonna die.
This is like the kind of thing that Anita Sarkeesian was used as an example, where she'd say, it's like, this is an example of a video game trying to like,
That would make them hate
She's inconsistent. You
She is
can't
very
even, like,
cons-
you can't even really tell what she'll get mad at, because she can get mad at anything.
as long as it fits her narrative. If it's
There's,
like, let me,
what narrative is there anymore? When the only characters she's
men are
praised
men are
have been like
pieces of shit.
4 pixels, you know?
Men are pieces of shit. That's it.
Please. You have his face.
Oh!
And you fight his
You're
machines.
racist.
Must be
You're
Kanye.
actually racist.
This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised and what they did to us.
How did you forget how to
Take us
read?
back to the sky.
I want to play Dark Race.
Think on your own time.
Bitch.
Listen there.
It's a
Fuck
crew
you.
logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long.
I forget. Are you playing as like the morality choices that you would actually make, or are you? Like...
I'm a renegade, brah.
All right. I was just making
I'm
sure.
not this much of an asshole in real
Everyone
life.
else had to eat the toxic
Almost.
food.
Ah.
Later, the rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on.
Not what I would have done, but they were in a desperate situation.
How long do you stay?
Yeah, that's the
desperate
easiest
when
way to
numbers go
describe
up?
Anita and
More
fem.
incidents.
Again, this is sci-fi, but a woman commander that is stretching my imagination.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Excuse
great.
me.
Flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets.
In the future, they give
Beacons
women a
fixed,
pill
the
to make them
officers
smart.
appear in the casualties too. After
Silence.
father
Adam, the word is intelligent.
Sorry?
The word is intelligent.
Oh. Smart.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Can't hear either of you.
Fuck.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or
I
is it
bet
as bad
all
as
of
it
our
seems?
listeners are just enjoying the sound of me chewing on these chips because I can't stop putting them in
I'm
my
actually
mouth.
great
in
for
this
it.
place, I'd say the hunter thing is recent. But here, out here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
It's looking like he only activated the beacon because the men have come back ready to fight.
He let this happen, and now it's biting him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
This man, not your daddy.
Ugh.
Is
I'm
it
almost
true?
done my grapefruit. Give me a second.
Is it true that Hillary beat Bernie Sama? Bern Sama?
Are they asking us as though we would know better?
I don't know.
I sound like Badger from Breaking Bad. I guess I need to watch that show so I get the reference.
Badger?
Well, I mean, she cheated the political system in every way possible to try and eliminate the only person that people actually wanted as president. But, I mean, I think she deserves our vote. No fucking way, Hillary. Get the fuck out.
Mark, when you break up with somebody, you should probably tell them why, else you end up the bad guy. You haven't had a girlfriend yet, but in time you will meet a nice girl, and when you do, you can't abuse her like you have done Adam or Newmark. You have been abused. I hurt you.
Stinky
Adam hurt
Pete.
you. He broke your heart. Yeah.
There's no name.
I'm Team Happy
Wow.
Pete.
Actually, that is my name. You got it right.
Service is selling. Selling a service. And service is
If
selling.
Bernie loses, let's all vote for Trump.
Exactly. Fuck. If I were American, I would vote for Trump. I'm not pro-Trump. I'm just anti-Hillary. Like fuck. Ah! I'm so anti-Hillary.
Why it turn
Fuck
green?
Because I escaped away from it. I think it's because I got far enough away that I didn't die.
Damn it. It's
Excuse
really
me.
him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
So,
Yeah, the votes are pretty much rigged, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think everybody's becoming slowly more aware of that now. Could you imagine? All I was thinking about with all of the video evidence everybody's been recording of like rigged polling stations and voter suppression and all that shit. Imagine how much of that went down in elections where we weren't recording everything. Imagine that. Think about that for a second. Like, how often was this happening before we were recording everything?
I don't want.
Now people are just fucking waking up to it.
He had plenty of choices.
Fucked up.
Have I watched JoJo? I watched a bit of JoJo, and it's for one, it's a very polarizing show, and I can understand why. It's decent. I just don't think it's like as great as some people make it out to be. I kind of like take the middle ground. So I haven't really continued watching it because like I don't have the time to. Unless something's like really interesting, then I'll continue with it. So I just don't have the time. If I did, and all I did was sit around all day and just watch things, then yeah, I'd continue watching it. But for now, I'm not going to. Plus, like, I want to like watch some new things that I've been like. There's so many things that like I don't even have like an official list or anything. I'm like Adam in that sense, where it's like there's so many things to watch, but not like for no actual real important reason. Just I want to watch this. No, I'm gonna make a list.
Sorry.
I do actually want to make a top 10 Spider-Man games list because nobody's made one.
Can you make a top 10 saddest anime deaths?
Yes, and then
Korean
include
titles?
yes. I'll be okay with that on my own channel.
There we go.
It's too bad that I didn't get like a original username that's basically Watch Mojo but one spelling error, just a tiny one. And
It's called Watch JoJo.
yeah, Watch JoJo.
Top 10 saddest anime deaths, and they're all JoJo.
All just JoJo related.
Every video is just JoJo.
I really liked your review on Neil Breen.
Why, thank you. I'm happy with that.
George W. Bush's first term, like first getting elected, was technically rigged.
I thought it was his second,
Now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
where he was up against like Carrie or something.
Mark, make an offensive joke
No,
now.
he was up against Gore. He was up against Gore, wasn't he?
N-word.
Ooh, sorry. Inspired.
You're banned.
Oops.
I mean, I can set this channel to be suitable for adults, but I mean, they'll block the N-word from chat. That must be illegal, actually.
I cannot
Believe you committed suicide. I can't believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide? It's so unlike you. You've never committed suicide before. This is
Was his name
unusual.
Jim? Like, Jim, I can't believe you.
Jim!
Throwing people
Jim!
Jim,
things
Jim.
not my father.
you killed him.
Dad,
Dad, no,
Dad.
no, stop. It's too late for him.
You killed him.
I'm gonna shoot this damn Carl full of holes.
Fuck Carl. I'm gonna shoot him for all the holes.
Fuck Carl.
Shoot this damn Carl full of holes.
all full holes.
Firing a high impact shot.
I like how he's like very specifically doesn't want any women in his movies to have bras. He's just like
It's a good prerequisite.
like it's literally like don't show up with a bra. If you show up with a bra, you are not going to be in my movie. I'm so sorry.
And then he just rips it off of him and smiles
God.
his grandma face.
That creepy face when he's like ripping his wife's clothing. It's like, oh. Why is this SJW's always cover for Muslims? Because they're so anti-racism that they think that any criticism of any race, not white people, of course, which in fact is racist.
Islam's not a race.
I know, but it's like they don't want to seem like insensitive, which is really retarded when
It is stupid. It's awful.
they want to be this all-encompassing like these are the people that have this mindset that they want this like Star Trek future and everything, but they're like when a group of people actually commit like what I consider like an atrocity, like
It was one guy.
the mass.
It was one guy with a gun.
I'm talking about like I was about to mention before you interrupted me the mass rape in like what was it, Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to report on it, and that's horrible. That's fucking disgusting. It's like
Yeah, it is really
it's
like upsetting this allegiance with like what is the most anti-progressive ideology ever, pretty much.
You don't.
They're like, no, you gotta respect it. Like
You don't see.
Christians were saying the exact same thing. Like you're like, if you want to make comparisons with Christianity and Islam, which I'm all for, you should start with a comparison that Christians were doing the exact same fucking thing and saying like, oh, you're being insensitive. I have to be able to hate other people. You're oppressing me by not allowing me to be bigoted against gay people. You're oppressing me by making me sign these documents that say that they're married. You're oppressing me by making me not allowed to fire them if I don't like that they're gay. Fuck you, right? Treat Islam the same way we would treat Christianity if they were doing the same thing. We don't tolerate that shit just because it's not your westernized white person religion, right? You're the one being racist here if you're providing exceptions because it's a certain race. Treat them the exact same way you would treat a Christian doing the same thing. If you wouldn't censor a threat about a Christian shooting up a gay bar, then why would you censor it just because a Muslim's doing it? You're the one making exceptions. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're not the one being fair and balanced and in treating ideologies or races, if you want to call it. You're the one not treating them equally. That's you doing that. Fuck yourselves. I hate you. I hate you so goddamn much.
It stinks.
You're here.
Ow!
Yes,
Real
Mr.
squad to blow
Sherman.
through just
Everything
fine.
Ronald
stinks.
Sorry
McDonald
for that scuffed your
Taylor.
pants.
He doesn't even look like Kanye
I'll
West.
get you something nice when we get
Oh,
back to
wow,
the
I'm
space.
gay.
Gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do.
You let all your people talk back like that?
I don't know if that statistic is accurate, Nightmare. So I can't really respond to that.
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain.
Sounds unreasonable if it is
Of course.
accurate.
It was chaos after the crash.
Chaos.
Who never really
You're
accepted
chaos.
They rebelled and trapped us
The
here.
sun's in my eyes.
They started eating
It's
the
chaos.
toxic food I couldn't control.
I'm chafing.
And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just
Yeah,
stop.
vegan.
We know what you did to your crew.
Hey,
Why let this go 10 years?
fuck you.
Who the hell are you?
Ow!
Taylor,
Ow!
Lieutenant Jacob.
You don't even remember me,
Taylor.
Dad.
Jacob.
My
My babies! Surprised.
Not who you expected, Captain.
I'm hoping not to have to explain this to him.
Oh, that's funny, 9/11 kid. That's
You have to
actually
understand.
hilarious. Thank
This
you.
isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hope to leave it at that.
I'm not biting, Captain.
Wait,
Fuck
Some
you.
9/11?
chose to do this to your crew.
What's
You.
that? When did 9/11 happen?
What was that moment?
Oh!
What specific
That look.
date did 9/11 happen, Mark?
Thursday.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line.
Every day.
And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was
You're a bad person.
at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
Can you please buy me some fried rice?
Created a harem and played
Did you fuck Garrus yet?
years in a juvenile.
No, not yet.
Aww.
But I've sweet talked him. You were there for that, actually.
Yeah, I was there for the
Yeah.
sweet talk.
Revealing what happened didn't seem like a good
He
idea.
definitely like fucked me with his eyes,
How
and definitely got
sweet
my
it
pussy
was.
wet, and basically ate out my pussy with that look he gave me. But I haven't actually fucked him
It
yet.
made your Johnny
Say
tinkle?
this wouldn't be a hell
Yeah.
of a
Johnny.
vacation, but you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he does.
Mark, you should
What
eat
happened
some more
here?
of those chips.
Bent his
Popcorners.
head.
Pick them up at your local Costco.
Pulling the trigger.
Popcorn chips. Wow, finally.
I don't know who you are.
Wow.
Chips made out of popped corn.
It's two of my
With no
favorite
fiber.
snacks in one.
I'd shoot him.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot.
Oh, what?
Kill him. Kill your daddy.
He owned his mistakes. He was a different man.
Kill your pep. Shoot
A
him.
good man.
Half charged.
Don't let him shoot himself. Kill him.
Crazy ones. This won't stop them.
Hmm.
It's not for them.
Oh! this is such a short reunion. Ah!
Oh! Oops.
Bye, Daddy.
I resign as president of the bank.
That was probably
What
in
a
my
story.
top 10 saddest anime deaths. He did seem like he could have been president of the bank one day. If only he had.
Adam Plays is
survived.
like the one Twitch stream that I've been to that the chat does not focus at all on the video game being
Yeah.
played.
Wow.
It's always
they,
about like
they
some,
almost do not care what's going on.
Yeah.
like
They get as much as
Adam,
they
talk
want.
about this. Adam, get mad.
They're probably watching E3 at the same time. I've got a surprisingly low view count today.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
If it's at the view count, I think it is.
Hey, Mark,
Mine's
can I-
showing as
can I have one of
56,
those
although it
chips?
could be wrong.
Yes.
Leak the information about
You
I think
may.
everybody's watching
It's
E3.
actually not a chip. It's a popped corn. In chip form.
Because
Oh,
even the
are these
results
those new popcorners I've heard so much about?
Yeah, this flavor is butter.
The butter.
little about Don't
Excuse me.
presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
The fuck is going on?
You didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Oh!
I like all these people walking into this hologram conference call.
Was it supposed to be a
I remember this one time
Seems-
that Adam ran out of
What
lube,
he did with it
so he
was his
grabbed
own
the
business.
ranch dressing.
There was a time when it mattered to you.
Right?
Sending this along seemed
Dad
like
Ranch.
keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob,
Shepherd. Trick. You gonna be mad at these big tits? She makes a good point.
We've got work to do.
I can.
Damn.
Shepard,
Damn.
thanks for the help.
Let's not make a habit of it.
Oh! AKA, fuck you.
AKA
renegade.
AK.
Well, you know, Jacob, you'd probably be
I am
happy if you weren't black.
Basketball.
Basketball. Yo,
I completely fucking forgot about that song.
shoot some hoops. Like Mike,
Spooks.
starring Lil Bow Wow.
Myron Law is now hosting me. Why, thank you.
I can't
And-
say I've I've ever seen that movie.
Oh,
Was it good?
Samara.
It's like
cry about
Little
it?
Bow Wow is like the only black person on the planet Earth that's bad at basketball, and he
Yeah, that is the plot.
He
He's like
That's
the one.
and he goes to
puts on sneakers because they were.
Shut
Michael
up! I'm telling the
Okay,
I'm telling the
You
fucking
stopped
story.
well, you stopped. because I interrupted you.
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
telling
you were
the
done.
story.
I thought you were done because you stopped.
Shut
when I
up!
interrupted you.
Shut up!
You what?
You what? Okay.
You what,
So
right?
he goes to his local black gym, aka a park.
Whoa.
And then he finds a pair of sneakers hanging up. He's like, "Whoa, Jordans!" And he puts them on, and it's like, "Whoa, these are actually like Michael Jordan's like shoes." And he gets the power of Michael Jordan through the shoes, and suddenly he's really good at basketball. And they learn something about like the meaning of like friendship or some bullshit by the end of
Part
it.
of this crew, Samara. It is my honor.
Oh.
Also,
Isn't that the plot of Indigo Prophecy?
when we met on Ilium, I told you about a
I impregnated Mark about 8 months ago. We're expecting our first, pretty quick here. It's kicking. I can feel it right now. Oh, that belly. Nobody can see this, but I'm doing some pretty sexual things towards.
No, stop!
towards Mark right now. I'm going a bit lower. I'm moving towards the side. Oh,
The
he pulled
stream might
away.
be rated for adults, but this room is supposed to be PG,
That
guys.
dangerous.
Yeah, I've just gotten fat and lazy ever since I got fat and lazy.
Well, you know how I feel about bigger bearded men.
Oh.
Mm.
Watch
I
out.
fucked
Watch your
them.
back. Don't turn around. Don't drop the soap.
I remember people in elementary used to say that.
So,
They fucked up.
should I explain this entire conversation that's happening in the game, or did you catch any of it?
Nope. You can. Yeah, no, you can explain.
I
So I'm talking to Samara, and I'm about to do her loyalty mission, and she's like, "Yo, there's this crazy fucking Asari bitch who's really fucking OP, and she just rapes people with her mind, and she's basically a murderer. So let's get her." And I'm like, "I'll think about it." That's basically what happened.
I'll think about it.
That's it. Literally, that's the entire conversation.
OP.
She is her daughter. Oh, you should have told me, you dumb cunt.
I needed to know this a long time ago.
Yeah, bitch.
She's a mind raper.
Danger to anyone besides my own
I hate you,
children.
Samara.
And this is not easy to speak of. Even 400 years
Oof.
after I learned it. My daughter's condition
Bitch, you
was my
old.
fault, and my redemption
Your
lies
grandma?
in killing her.
Those eyes.
Do
Those
not pity
eyes.
me. Simply understand my
Those
situation.
lips.
You know,
No.
I never heard of her. This is the first I've ever seen this character ever. Like, not right now, but like in this game or playthrough.
I would like to go to
And
the
I can
Battlefield
kind of
right
see
now.
why people like aren't like big on her.
Help me find my
Maybe.
long-lost daughter and kill her.
There's only,
Okay.
I think there may be only so much you can get out of like a monotone speaking blue woman with tentacle hair.
Hey, people in chat, can you hear me?
Why do you have Zack Snyder on the stream today? Is that what?
Is that
No, it is Zack Snyder. He's sitting right next to you. He was talking about your beard.
Yes. Hey Zach, what was your mental process through when directing Batman vs Superman? What was it, like? What were you going through?
Well, I was going for something awful.
Okay.
And I mean, mission accomplished.
I mean, if you really look at it, it's a success.
That explains everything.
So yeah, I
You
was,
actually did a really good job.
yeah. Thank you. Shoot for the stars.
Oh, fuck you! I just got to. I come back up the elevator and somebody else wants to piss in my ear now. Thane. Alright.
Zack Snyder hasn't always sucked at directing though. It's
He's just
hit or-
gotten.
He's
terrible.
more miss now than hit, but he certainly has had
I like
good movies.
that he has a style, but
Yes.
I
He
just
should
like,
just be a DP.
Re-
That's it.
Yeah, I like his sequences, but his movies need to have something going for them.
He's a
If
It's
those
funny.
sequences are going to be good within the film, they can't really hold up the whole movie if you're gonna have just these cool whatever sequences in them.
It's funny to me that I'm playing the role of Zack Snyder right now because really, if these people could see what I look like, if I shave my head, I'm actually Jesse Eisenberg in Batman vs Superman. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
It's funny.
That's actually really funny, actually.
Yeah, like I was at a restaurant last week and I had 3 tables, or not last week, about a month ago, rather, and 3 tables thought that I was Jesse Eisenberg,
That's
Oh my
awesome.
god, Mr. Berg.
including my waiter. It was
That's
fucking
really
weird.
fucking funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen that in you, but like it's
I'm looking at your face right now. I'm trying to see it.
It's like you've never and then if I like shave my head, I'd be like,
Yeah.
There's
I
a
totally
hint of
see
it.
yeah,
I totally. Yeah. Once you did the eyes
Yeah.
too, like you know exactly what those eyes are. Like that was perfect.
that's funny.
That's actually really fucking funny. I never thought about that.
it's kind of crazy.
They should have just hired you when they made the movie The Double.
Oof.
So I could just like do the
So
entire.
Commander Hoagieman Shepard is being insensitive to Fish Boy. He said he has less than a year to live, and he's like, he's got some disease. It's a cancer of his brain. It's called feminism, and whoa, sorry. I had to think of something. But anyway, he's dying.
Good, why not?
I could discover no more.
Ooh.
Dying.
So, seems like a decent amount of my loyalty missions are just helping them kill people.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
I love Thane.
Yeah, he's pretty
so
cool. I'd fuck him.
I would also
I'd
fuck him.
contract his disease and die within a year.
Is it sexually transmitted? Is
I
that
don't
stated?
think so, actually.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know, actually. I don't really know what he's dying from, but I really doubt that humans can... No, yeah, I think they were discussing it earlier. She was like, you're not contagious, are you? He's like, no, it's only my
I'm a
species or
diggy,
whatever.
is
Like,
what
I
he
don't
said.
remember.
Um,
Basket.
so Zack Snyder, he should be a DP. He should be demoted. The thing is, it's like
Double penetration.
he should like. I think maybe he should still work on like these superhero movies and shit. That's fine, but he needs to be like director of photography. He needs to be
like,
the
let's
cinematographer.
think about, like, how much influence does he have over a script, also? And, like, what sort of constraints are there when making the film that the studio imposes onto the project? So, like, how... I'm willing to bet that a lot of it's his fault, obviously, but, like...
But he's not the only
Like,
reason.
what... It's possible that he could still be a good director under a different environment, right? That's possible.
you guys ever go to eat a chip and then miss your mouth?
Yes!
Huh.
Yes, I do. It's like you've known me my whole life.
Nope. Just 3 years. 4 years.
No, I've known you for 5 years now. I moved here in summer of 2011. And I met you pretty much as soon as I moved here that summer.
Yeah, I think that almost that day you came to that restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally within the first week of me living here.
And then you sat beside me, and
Yeah.
you were all like, "Who's this guy?"
And
with
you were
the
like,
same
"What a
name as me?"
douche."
What a douche.
What a douche bag.
And as I grew to know you, status confirmed.
Yes.
Yes. And now here we are, five years later, sharing a Pepsi Max and a bag of popcorners. Pick them up at your local Costco.
It's the reason why they call it Pepsi Max is because it's for maximum friendship. That's what the official spokesperson of Pepsi, President Barack Obama, said.
You know, and it's funny too, because like, really, for people that share maximum friendship, we really don't hang out that much.
Yeah.
Well, that's because our friendship's all maxed out. Oh.
Oh. Okay, I'm leaving.
This is my last. This is my last stream. Leaving. Sorry.
There's literally a ship that's just crashing right now, and I'm gonna try to save it.
Adam, what is your favorite Zack Snyder movie?
I don't know. Probably Dawn of the Dead. If I had to pick one. Then maybe Watchmen, except for a few scenes that were kind of bad.
Yeah.
And then Legend of the Guardians Owls of Ga'Hoole was decent. Except for that part where they decided they needed to play that Owl City song and everything got really, really gay for like 5 minutes.
Gay.
Right?
Owls.
Garrus and Thane. This is like a threesome waiting to happen.
I know, right? She's got at least 2 holes, I
Yeah.
swear. Yeah.
At least.
Hmm. Multiple targets.